Hi everybody and welcome back to Teen Yoga. Glad you joined me today. So we're going to start here on the mats. We're going to warm it up a little bit. Then we'll stand up. We're going to spend a little less time today in the standing postures and a little more time on the seated postures and lying down pose stretches. So let's go ahead, get started, move around, loosen up. Just unwind from the day. Let your thoughts go. Start to close the eyes softly. Start to increase the length of your breath. We'll do some breathing together momentarily, but for now, just slowing the breath down. Relaxing the facial muscles, thinking about your posture, sitting tall, shoulders away from the ears. And then when you're ready, take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Let the breath go all the way down to the belly, which expands outwards. And on the exhale, contract the stomach in. Let the breath go out through the nose. Inhale again, deep, long breath. Keep your focus and attention to the breath. And on the exhale, continue to keep that focus and attention to the breath. Inhale again, thinking about your posture this time. Lengthening the spine, crown of the head lifted to the ceiling. And on the exhale, shoulders away from the ears. One more breath all together. Make it a long, slow breath in. And then on the exhale, keep everything still except for the head. Lower it down into the chest. A few head rolls, one direction. Again, keeping everything still except for the head. Going around and around. And whenever you're ready, go the other way. Same movement. Let it all out. So any knots, kinks, whatever tension you're holding there, let it go. If you need to hold the stretch in a certain area to get the most benefit, do so. Bringing the head back to the center. Bringing the arms up to the ceiling. Give me a little reach side to side. Up and up and up. Yes. And on the exhale, interlace your fingers together. Palms to the ceiling. Push those arms towards the front of the room. Drop your head down. Inhale, bring the arms behind you. Chest comes forward. Head looks to the ceiling. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Push forward. Now round the spine a little bit. Inhale, look up. Arms go back. One more time. Exhale, really push. Push those arms forward. Head down. Inhale, look all the way up. Give us a little bit of a spinal twist. Look behind you. Keep that spine tall. And over to the other side. Big stretch back. Waking that spine up. The spine is the center of the nervous system, so you want to keep it flexible and healthy and moving. Let's come up from there. So we're going to do only 2 vinyasas. We've been doing 4 the last few classes, but just 2 again. Like I said, spending a little less time in the standing poses. By now you know it, hands at heart center. Going down, all the way up, and all the way back forward. Inhaling, stepping your feet back, hands go down. Lower to chaturanga or modify. Downward dog. Stepping forward, head to knees. Inhale. If you need to go a little slower, feel free to slow it down. And one more time. All the way back. Folding in half. Inhaling and exhaling. Lower down to chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Holding it here. We're going to pick the left leg up to the ceiling, and then we're going to bring it through the hands. Drop that back right foot. Come up to warrior 1, looking forward. Now, feet are wide apart, stretching that mat, pulling that mat apart. Get nice and low in the front knee. Arms back by the ears, strong. Strength and power here in warrior. We're going to switch it up a bit. So keep the upper body as is. Pivot to the back of the room. Reposition the feet. And downward, warrior pose. Hold it here. So, again, those arms are back by the ears. Notice my back legs strong. Front knee bent, warrior two from there. So now the legs stay the same, the arms change. Bringing the arms all the way out, shoulder height. Lots of strength and power, looking over that right hand. Chest is open. Don't lean forward. Keep the torso over the hips. And then change the feet position. Upper body stays the same. And warrior two, hold it here. Look over the arm. Breathe through the nose. Bring your feet to the front. Bring your arms up. Hands behind you. Interlace the fingers together. Pick those arms all the way up. Chest lifted. Exhale, start to come down. Stay where you are. Bring the head all the way towards the mat. Lifting those arms up to the ceiling. So keep those feet wide apart. Hold it here. Keep those hands clasped together. One more breath. From here, you're going to bring the hands to the lower back. Separate the hands. Grab the big toes. If you need to readjust the distance of the feet, do so. Grab the big toes, look forward on the inhale. Head down on the exhale. Stretching those hamstrings. If you need to adjust at any point, do so. If not, just hold it still. And from here, hands under the shoulders. We're going to walk our hands to our left foot, pivoting the feet so they face forward. Start to bend the front knee, take it back to a downward dog. Hold it right here. So hands are flat. Fingers are separated. Let's get a standing balance in and then we'll start to work our way to the mat. So you can take a big step. Some of you want to hop. You just bend the knees, come to your toes, and lightly hop to the front. Fold in half. Bring those arms up, 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 overhead, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Give it a good shake, relax, breathe. You can continue to face forward. I'll come to the side. So we're gonna do dancer's pose. Actually, I'll continue to face the same direction as you. Dancer's pose is easier to see from the side. We've done it before, I think on the first video. Take that foot behind you, the left foot behind you. Right arm up. Hold there, or open up, 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 up. Reach in opposite direction. Maintain your focal point. Oops, don't do what I did. Retain, maintain your focal point and your breath. And then bring it back to the center, but don't drop the foot just yet. Bring both hands behind you. Pull that heel all the way in. All right, so come down. So as you see, some days are better with balance. Some sides are better than others. So just play around with it, have fun. Don't be so strict and harsh in these balances. Relax, enjoy. Take the right foot behind you, left arm up. Now, if you're feeling a little wobbly, hold it here until you feel secure, and then you extend, and you reach, you breathe, and you hold. Another breath. Keep that right foot in the hand, bring the knees close together, pull that foot in with both hands. So both hands go behind you, pull the heel in. And let it come down. Relax. We're going to make our way down to the mat. We're going to do another balance. on the mat, seated. So for now, inhale, and big swan dive down. Hold it here for a moment. Exhale, get a little bit closer into those legs. If you want to hold the outside, pull yourself in. Hands back to the floor. Place your knees to the floor. Place your hands flat on the mat. Fingers are separated. And from here, take your left foot through the hands. We're not coming up this time. We're bringing the left arm inside of the leg, underneath it, and then wrapping that hand around that left foot, dropping your head all the way down to the floor. So I want that head close to the heel, close to the mat. Just let it slide down. Good. And then bring your hand out from underneath, both hands inside of the left foot. Now kick that left leg all the way back. You're gonna have to move your hands so they're under the shoulders. Left leg back, bring that right arm to the front. So a little bit of balance here. Now engage the core. Toes pointed, arm reaching. Everything long and straight. Hold it. Hold it one more breath. Balance and strength. Perfect. Bring the hands down. Notice I adjust my weight, shift it back and forth, balancing it out on both knees. Right foot through the hands. So again, bring the right arm inside, underneath the right leg, and then drop your head down. As I drop my head down, I let my left elbow fall to the floor. And just fall all the way down. That's all we have to do. Hold it right here. Keep the breath moving. Listen to your breath. Head to the mat, to the heel. Carefully unwind, hands inside of the foot. Now as you kick this right leg back, I'm going to take my right hand out a little bit further. Left arm this time, reaching opposite direction, hold it strong. Engage the core, don't look up and strain the neck, keep the head down to elongate the spine and the neck. Perfect. Bring it back to center. We're going to go into a pigeon pose. We're going to bring that left leg all the way through to the front. And we're going to slide that right leg all the way back. Now I tilt it to my side just so I can look. Make sure that right leg is behind you, centered. I'm going to readjust. So I want to pick up my body, come to the center of this front leg, not to the side. Center, and then drop the head down. Now, the more open that knee is, the harder it's going to be. So if you need to keep the foot in closer, keep it in closer. If not, bring that leg out. Stay right here, right in the middle. And most importantly, keep the head down. Just slow the breathing. If you feel any tension in the hips or the inner thighs or the glutes, try to exhale and just relax with it. Let it all melt away. Any tension, let it melt. We're going to stay here slightly longer. I really want you to open these hips. So for anybody who has tight hips, perfect pose to release and open the hips. You haven't moved at all. You're going to bring your hands by the front leg, kind of cup the hands and push all the way up. Inhale. And on the exhale, just take your right shoulder, kind of tilt it to the left knee, hold it. At the same time, you're pressing in this right hip. Good, back to the center, coming out of it carefully. Tabletop position, so we're gonna finish on the right leg. Same thing, you kind of have to pick up that right foot, slide the left leg directly behind you. If you tilt to the side at first, just to reposition, that's fine. Pick yourself up, drop down, and again, if you can't come all the way down, you can hold it right here. Anywhere you can. Try to exhale and relax with it. Melt away that tension. Any tightness, let it go. Slow the breathing, don't hold the breath. Sometimes in these poses, we tend to hold the breath a little bit because it might be a little bit uncomfortable. That's the worst thing we can do, to really keep the breath flowing. Listen to the breath. One more long inhale and exhale. We're going to keep the legs where they're at. We're going to push up with the arms, inhale. And on the exhale, a little bit of a tilt. Taking that left shoulder towards that right knee, keeping that left side down. Good. And returning to center. Pull the knees back. We're going to go into child's pose. Arms alongside you, stay at your heels. And fold in half. Allow the shoulders and the elbows to drop down. And calm the breathing. Slow, slow, slow. Enjoy. Let go of any thoughts or distractions. We're going to make our way up very slowly. Tuck the chin into the chest. Straighten the spine with the head down. Inhaling, notice my chin into the chest. On the exhale, when the back is straight, lift the head. And sit tall. We're going to do a full forward bend, both legs at the same time. So you can fall to your left or right side, doesn't matter. Swing both legs all the way in front of you. And just walk those legs out. So notice I'm kind of picking everything up from underneath. I'm walking those legs out. I'm looking to see if I'm off balance. One leg is longer than the other. Legs are straight, not a lot of space underneath these knees. Staff pose is how I like to start full forward bend. So I roll the shoulders back, I separate my fingers, place my hands flat. Flex those toes up to the ceiling, pull the navel in. Then we're gonna fold in half from here. So we're gonna try to really fold from the hips, not just round. So to ensure how we do that, inhale, arms up. And then take it out, like someone pulling your arms, going out, out, out. Readjusting, taking any grip. It doesn't have to be to the toes, it can be to the ankles. And then exhale, just fold in half from here. Hold it. Breathe with it. Enjoy it. Keeping that head down. Try not to move around too much. If you need to adjust, that's fine. But if you can hold it pretty much still, keep it where it's at. The longer you hold, the more relaxed you are, the deeper you're going to be able to get into these poses. So that's the point of holding it still, so you can go deeper as the muscles start to relax and loosen. All right, take those legs up, 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 or take those arms up the legs. Leaning back a little bit, bend your knees, a little core pose. Boat pose, the legs go out, so do the arms. So you're gonna try to hold it here. Now if you can't quite hold it and you need a little bit of assistance, that's fine. If not, hold it. We're gonna do it 2 times. Breathe with it. All right, try not to drop those feet. Cross the ankles. I'm not doing my best today. Cross the ankles. We're gonna do it one more time into boat pose. So you wanna lift those legs up, arms go out, you lean back, but not too much. Keep that chest lifted. Hold it. Perfect. Bring the soles of the feet together. Feet away from you, nice and easy and relaxed. Drop the head down and hold it here.
If you feel like you can go further, you can bring those feet in or scooch up to your feet a little bit. Allow the knees to fall out to the side. Come all the way up. We're going to go into reverse tabletop position. So feet hip distance, hand under the shoulders. You're going to lift those hips up to the ceiling. And notice my arms go straight. Lifting those hips up, up, up. Head just looks to the ceiling. Hold it. We're going to do it 2 times. This is the easier of the 2. Now on the second one, if you want to come here instead, that's fine. So come down. Straighten the legs. We're going to lift from here. Again, a little bit harder. So you're going to keep the legs straight, toes pointed to the floor. Lift all the way up. Hold it. Breathe. Lift. Breathe. Lift. And drop it down. Bend those knees. Since we're pretty much there, we're going to lie all the way down and do some postures and stretches on our back. So from here, we're going to go into shoulder stand and plow. Little advanced. Think you guys got it? Modify. I'll show you modifications. Legs are going to go straight. Arms alongside you. We're going to lift the legs up. Lift the lower back off the floor. You're going to hold that lower back. Tuck those elbows in as close as you can. And start to bring the head or the legs all the way up. So, take a moment, hold it there. Now, if you can't quite bring the legs all the way up, this is fine. It's all about the core. Keep it strong. Notice I just shimmied up my shoulder blades together, bringing me higher. Chin remains in the center no matter what. Now, if you're comfortable, you can stay here for minutes. You can modify, bringing the legs out or bringing one leg down. Now, from there, you're going to go into plow, bringing those feet behind you. You can hold the back. You don't have to hold it too strong. And just keeping those legs behind you. Again, you can keep the knees bent if you need to, if you can't touch the floor. Chin still in the middle. One more breath. To come down slowly, slowly, slowly. That's the most important thing. You just roll it down. Pull those knees in. Give it a little side to side movement. So I just showed you shoulder stand and plow briefly. As we go throughout the videos, get a little deeper into our practice, we'll do variations of those. We'll come out of it differently to show you all the things you can do there. We're going to go into a bridge pose. So from here, this is always a good posture to practice after shoulder stand and plow. Feet a little more than hip distance apart. Arms alongside you. You're going to lift those hips up and try to come up nice and high. Your hands can stay there alongside you. You can support the lower back, or you can place your fingers together. Again, like we did in shoulder stand and plow, chin stays right there in the middle. I want you nice and high. Now the knees tend to want to fall out to the side. Keep them facing forward as much as you can. Lift, lift, lift. And open the shoulder blades. Roll from the top of the spine down to the base of the spine. Bring those legs out. We're going to come up into fish pose. So again, a lot of postures here on the mat. Come up onto your elbows. The goal is to get the crown of the head onto the floor and then the arms relaxed. And the point is the breath. That's what we're focusing on. Strengthen the breath, strengthen the lungs, open the lungs. Breathe deeply here, in and out through the nose. So my elbows are still resting on the mat, but no pressure in them. The head's getting a lot of the weight, so are the legs. The lower back completely off the floor. If this is too far, some of you may be more comfortable with the elbows on the mat and just the head falling back. So either one, hold it for that last breath. And then kind of tuck the fingertips under. Push the elbows in, let the head fall down. Bring your hands together underneath the head and give that neck a stretch. Chin into the chest. Right ear to the right shoulder, keeping the shoulders close to the floor. Just a little subtle movement. Left ear, left shoulder, the legs haven't moved really. Back to the center. Let the head fall. And after those inversions, go ahead and release the spine. Really stretch it into that spinal twist, opposite hand to knee. So I took my left knee in my right hand and pulled that knee down to the right side. Feel free to stay longer. Whenever you're ready, you come back to the center. I always readjust the spine to straighten it. Extend the left leg out, bend that right knee, take it all the way across, look over that right shoulder. If you want to close the eyes, go ahead. We're going to finish in final relaxation, so you can already start to slow it all down, start to unwind, elongate the breath. Come back to the center. If there's anything you need to do before final relaxation, go ahead and do that. Any postures, any movements, whatever it is. If not, notice my breath already lengthening. Slow the mind. This is your time to unwind. Take in all the benefits from your practice. You want this time to let the body rest and recover, the mind rest and also recover. Remember how I spoke about last class, that positive energy from the breath moving throughout the body as you lie here. Allowing the weight of the body to sink down into the floor. So you feel weightless and light, like a feather. Relax the facial muscles, the eyes are softly closed, the jaw is loose. Let the fingers curl in, the toes fall out to the side, the neck lengthen. Enjoying the peace. And as you lie here, if you want to stay longer, feel free. And if you're ready to come out of it, move those toes and fingers, little movements. I like to bring the arms overhead to stretch. You can join me if that feels good. Carefully pull the knees into the chest, hug them, keep them close. And slowly rock it up. Sitting up nice and tall, nice and straight, hands in front of you. Namaste. Again, thank you for joining me on this teen yoga. Hope to see you again in a few days. Stay home, stay active, and stay healthy. Thank you.